Hey guys, welcome to Juneau, Alaska. It's Father Time here, also known as Jeff Richard, or Jeff Richard, also known as Father Time. I've been absent for a while with family emergencies, personal injuries. It's been a heck of a 2025 for me, I'll tell you. But I'm back. We're going to fly the TFDi MD-11, which I haven't flown for quite a while. Here's the version of it. I am a quality assurance guy on this. Look at this change log. This is just the latest one. This is how hard these guys are working. That is a change log just for the July update. Unreal. You guys ought to really appreciate just how accurate this thing has become since it first came out. Anyway, I'll be running a FSiPanel. There you go. That's for the advanced revision. I'll be in Microsoft Flight 2020 because as of right now, TFDi MD-11 is not on 2024, which I normally fly, but you can buy either one. They are separate. So if you want the 2020 Advanced Edition, it's $49.95, and same thing with 2024. You can get it for P3D as well. Keep in mind that if you don't get the Advanced Edition, you can't do the scenarios like I'm about to do from Juneau to Anchorage, and you can't do emergencies if your aircraft has it, which the MD-11 is about to have, the advanced simulation package with engine failures and other things. I am running a chase plane as well in 2020. Chase plane, I do believe, is only like $30. Do I have that up for you guys? Let me see here. Yeah, here it is. Chase plane through Club 42. It was $30. I just downloaded the latest version on Chase plane. So I'll close that one out too. And FSiPanel, and you see all that stuff. Anyway, there's publicity. I don't get paid for this, but sure do promote it because I do like it. I'm going to be running one other program here. I am going to run the FS LTL traffic injector just because I think it's cool to run that with FSiPanel. Sometimes it creates a traffic conflict. The FSiPanel does have a specific runways it uses, but we'll be using that. Let's get FSiPanel started here. First thing you want to make sure you do is you have it open, which I do, and you go to FSiPanel over here. Hang on, give me a minute for 2020. And status is connecting. Come on, Big Mama. And it looks like we're starting to get some population here. Here it comes, FSiPanel. Behind my face, it has some messages up there. And there we are. It's going to come up at the airport here in a second. So it's on Juneau. They say runway 8. We'll be running runway 26 anyway. But we could do pattern work if we wanted. Failures if you have the right aircraft. But let's take a look at this. I just like to give a brief scenario here. A brief review. I've got push to talk set up, say again button set up with voice and text. Scenarios. Open scenario manager. If you're running the 7.3s from PMDG or the Phoenixes or the MagDog, you could run, it'll load everything for you. But today we're in the MD-11, which is not thing. Here we are with Alaska. We did that. We downloaded the scenario, which puts the weather into the preset, which we used. We also went to the Alaska Air, and we went to SimBrief flight plan, and we loaded the flight plan via that. I've already done that for you. We're Alaska Air 65 in FedEx colors. So we'll just say we're a charter flight for excess cargo. How's that? How's that for realism, immersion? And you can open the lesson plan if you wanted and go through, read all the notes, make sure you're parked in the right place and that your flight plan matches the one that's filed, and you are set to fly on the FSiPanel profile to Juneau. Pretty cool. So now we can come back in here, close this out. We can go airline flights and start training since Alaska Air is there, and it's connected to FSiPanel, downloading the scenery pack. And let me go inside and see if I can remember how to do all this stuff from scratch. Cold dark airplane. Click here to acknowledge, and we're off and running. Okay, let me go inside. Take a look around. We'll go to the overhead, and we'll get the battery switches on. Before we do that, though, we would have checked. Make sure the throttle's right, fuel levers are off, spoiler levers down, flap levers up, and gear handles down. Remember, we'll be using all my checklists that you can get on my Discord site. Just join, accept the terms. It has Preflight. These are not approved by TFDi, even though I work with them. They're much more conscious of the liabilities with Boeing, copyrights. FMS guide made from my old American Airlines guide, plus a lot of my own stuff, emergency stuff that'll get you started. That's going to be coming particularly handy when the advanced simulation package comes out in the next couple of weeks. Aircraft history of the MD-11, clickable links. There's your history, cockpit layout, anywhere you want to go. Very cool. Something I'm real proud of. Systems interactive tool. You can come in here, click anywhere on the panel, and get either my explanation, or if it's from the guys at UPS on their website, which it'll be so annotated. For instance, right here. Nope, wrong one, right? Go here, and there you go. I give credit where credit is due in footnote and download it. So if you're a systems guy, want to review everything, help yourself. Flight training manual, right here, table of contents. You want to know how to fly a Cat 1? There it is. How about a Cat 3? That's how you do it. And how about your litanies, which are very important for go round, engine takeoff and go rounds, all right here. All very cool. Definitely something to know, especially as the advanced simulation package comes out. All right, so that's that. You got your holding, and you want to know what the holding page means or how to use it. This is everything, and this is all me writing this up with some basic holding rules. And last thing is I have a GPWS thing, and that's all on my Discord page. Accept the turns, go to the MD-11 stuff on the left, and you can download that for free. Remember, it has nothing to do with TFDi. They do not advocate for that. Hopefully get a good visual here. Just got everything set to default on my computer. I'm running a 4090 and a 9950 on the CPU and a 4090 on the GPU. So let's go to the overhead, and you can see anyone. I think guys who have questions will be in the description below. Let me do the overhead here. Turn on the IRUs. We'll get a cargo test. There it goes. Run through here. Coming on down. Let me go down, get the nav lights on, so putting power on the aircraft. And let me do here, FMC. Database, 10 July, we are on 27 July, so we're up to date, flight plan and net, and just update the IRSs. And without further ado, we'll go over to the here. We're going to go options and turn the brightness up quite a bit so we can all see it and enjoy it. Dispatch, import flight plan, send flight plan to FMS. If flight plan is set payload is set. Okay, we'll go in here, perf. We're going to be on runway 26, even though actually Alaska, Genoa is on runway 8 right now. Get the weather information, they'll update the latest. Get left specific 15 with the packs on. Flex tower, this is it. Packs are on, and there you go, and calculate. Now you get your takeoff data. If you're a guy who likes to run your charts over here, I'm going to run it just in the background here. I've already got it up and running right here. So, but if you're a guy who likes to do it yourself, let me see here. Why isn't that showing up? Here we are, parked here. So left-hand turn, it's runway 26. I'd like to give you an overview, just like we would in the real aircraft, guys. So it is a PAJN, Juneau, going over to Alaska. I did this in the Airbus about a month and a half ago when I first came back from my emergency leave here. And there we are, we'll run that. And the departure we're doing is A-Sort 2. A-Sort 2 departure off runway 26. And this will be an LNAV departure. And we'll see how it goes. Services, GPU, let's go to the overhead. I'm not going to do a full thing with the fire test. I guess I could, right? Here, fire handle lights are all good. Got the messages on the ICAS. Press the test fire warning. Once you get a good test on that, you can come back up and start the APU. Start it here. Don't start it up on the start-stop panel because it won't do the auto shutdown for you. Okay, while that's loaded, let's finish the overhead panel. We'll do a hydraulic pressure test. Click it, leave it alone. If anything goes wrong, it'll tell you. When the APU is going, we can get the air on. Right now, we are in auto. We don't have any packs counter on this one. We'll get 10.5. We push the fuel quantity test. 10.5 with a 52.4 total fuel. 52.4, and that constitutes a good test. That's not what the fuel we have on board, but what the test is for. Coming in here, no smoking's on. We'll get the seatbelt sign on for our one crew member. We don't need the beacon on yet. We do have the nav lights on. We'll spin our lights all the way up, and we'll put our emergency lights to arm. I put them all up here, and as soon as I do these, I zip on down, and let me do this one. I'll do the clear shield control panel. So they have the flight control panel and the EFIS, and then the glare shield control panel. That's what that is. Let me go way down here and go way down, low as I can go, so I can turn up the CRTs, the 6 identical CRTs. This is an MCDU. CRTs are the screens, PFD, ND, systems, display, and ICAS, ED, erectile dysfunction. Okay, so we come in here. Well, that's good. We should have the overhead completed by now. Yes, turn off the external, go to the EFB, and turn off the GPU, put on the brakes, disconnect the wheel chocks, GSX, request boarding, GSX. Okay, let's continue with the overhead. We did these, we're all the way up to here. We did the fire test. This is the yaw damper system, flap system, elevator field, and LSAS. Make sure that the whole thing is the AFS panel. I've explained this in great detail going forward. Ditching switch closes all the outflow things, outflow valves. Defog's off, windshield anti-ice is on. Set the max pointer, reset the fuel, and enunciate a test. Test all around, got any lights, call maintenance. Coming to the panel here, I don't know what the SID is just yet. A-sort 2, let's take a look. A-sort 2, departure, does it have an altitude? Takeoff, runway 26. No. So runway 26 is going to be climbing left turn, heading 252, direct to CGL. So basically, direct to CGL and flying out to ASOR. Pretty straightforward. We don't know what the altitude is yet. We can find out though real quick. We'll connect the tug. Yes, please.
Do you want a board crew?
Yeah, let them all come. Okay, coming back down here, we'll cage and adjust. You'll notice that the real ATIS is different from the FSI panel, so we'll have to get the FSI panel weather off 2345. 23. Let me put this on hyperspin mode. Not easy being me. 2345.
0, 12 knots, visibility 10, cloud view 5,000 feet, view 8,000 feet, temperature 3 dew point -1, altimeter 2961, runway in use 08, advise on initial contact you have information Charlie.
Oh, 08, okay.
Pilot's boarding starting.
This is Juneau Airport information Charlie, wind 110, 12 knots, visibility 10, cloud view 5,000 feet, view 8,000 feet, temperature 3 dew point -1, altimeter 2961, runway in use 08, advise on initial contact you have information Charlie.
Crew boarding starting.
All right, let me go down and turn that radio off. Just leave guard over here.
This is Juneau Airport information Charlie, wind 110.
Okay, and we'll go to clearance, which is actually ground. Ground is 21.9. 21.9. And you know, Alaska 65 Heavy requests clearance to Anchorage information, Charlie.
Go 65, you're clear to Anchorage, runway 08, Azort to departure, asphalt, climb and maintain 1000 feet, expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after
Your crew has
departure,
boarded.
stroke 4215, and departure frequency 133.9.
Okay, clear to Anchorage, runway 8, ASOR 2 departure is filed, climb maintain 1000. Expect 340, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 4215, departure free, 33.9. Alaska 65 heavy.
Alaska 65, read back is correct, report ready for pushback.
Okay, we'll call you when we're ready for pushback, Alaska 65 heavy. 4215, turn it on, get over TARA. TAR 4215, that all looks good. Go here, he told us 1000, and transition is 18, runway heading, we'll see what it is. It's runway is 08, 250's in here. IES heading and feet are set. We'll use traffic, data, and airport. Traffic, data, and airport, that all looks good. RU is still in a line. Let's load the box. So we're going to go menu, FMC, flight plan and net, database is all good. We're not going to load the alternate. We're going to say Alaska, which is is it AZA? Let me see, guys. Let me see. I think it's AZA. ASA, I'm sorry. ASA 65. And our flight plan, we're planning on going all the way at 34,000 feet. Flight level 340. Cost index 20. Winds are standard. Next page. Taxi fuel is 2. Reserve plus alternate fuel. Oh, reserve 6.9, alternate 13. That's 20.1. 20.1 is reserve plus alternate. 20.1, and block fuel's good. Zero fuel weight. Been a while since I've flown. I'll tell you, it's been almost 2 weeks due to my family issues. 436.6. It is fun to be back. I love this stuff, guys. It's a great little hobby. 436.6. Sorry, I've been absent from both my Discord and my videos. Thank you for your patience with me. All right, PAJN, departure, ASOR 2, and they said runway 26, runway 08, not runway 26, as I initially briefed, out to CJL, Barlow, lands Cushy, and then ASOR, and then direct to Yeska and direct to Ted. And from Ted, let's put in the arrival there. Ted, it's Panko 1 ILS to 7. Panko 1. Oh, is that not right? Oh. ILS 7 right. That's not right. So ILS 7 right, we'll just do that and insert that, because that actually is what they have us filed for. If you look on here, it's just to, oh no, it's actually got us now on a AMOT 4. They say runway 15, but we'll see about that. Let's try that one more time, guys. AMOT 4. And ILS 15 is what they're planning on. We'll do no transition. Make sure that came out okay. to AMOT yet, because really we're filed at TED. AMOT 4, let's take a look at that. AMOT 4. AMOT 4 arrival. Off of TED, AMOT 4. So, I don't really see that AMOT 4. We'll take a look when we get there. Yeah, we'll just leave it a direct to AMOT. I think maybe if we take a look at this, I wonder where TED is on here. We'll have to take a closer look. I'm not liking how that looks there. So for now, let's just come back in here, and we'll go to the taxi diagram and runway 8. We're going to taxi out left on, right on Charlie, and yeah, right on Charlie, and then Bravo. Looks good. 8,800 feet of runway, and the weather's good. See, the weather here is different. This is the ATIS weather, 1-8, and but if you look at the proposed weather for the FSiPanel under the lesson plan, with what is programmed in the preset, it's quite different. And this is what we set right here. So that's our actual weather. Okay, let's go. That's all set. One more thing here. Okay, auto brakes are on. Ignition, door open, looking good. Come here. Prepare for pushback and departure. Get a little cinematic view going on here. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Looks like they're closing it all up. No de-icing. No thank you, sir.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Very cool. All right, go inside. Box is set. We just got to go ahead and set one more thing.
Ready for pushback.
We got to set our takeoff, and we already did our EFB. Performance 59 for flaps 15, 36, 49, 62. 59. Packs on. 15. That's a European climb. We'll go 15, 25. Slope 0, wind 0. That's what I always put in here. 3 degrees Celsius. We're in icing conditions. Icing temperature, but not conditions. So we're good there. 35, 55, 68. All looks good. Let's take a look at the SID real quick while they get us buckled up there. ASORT 2 departure. Runway 8. Whoa. Climbing right turn as soon as practical. Climb in visual conditions direct to CDL NDB. All right, so it's direct CDL NDB right there. So we'll be able to go nav on departure. Nav and profile. And are we still not? Are we still lining up there? No, we are aligned. G6X. Here we go. Okay, and let me go to the overhead. We'll get everything set here. Get the beacons on. Aux pump is on. Ignition is set. Fuel pumps are all on, ready to go. Everything's automatic on this airplane. Okay, let's go back outside. All looks clear. Alaska 65, FedEx 65 heavy. Let's make it Alaska 65 heavy in FedEx colors, like the pushback start engines.
Alaska 65, push and start approved for runway 08.
Push and start approved, runway 08, Alaska 65. Push and start, continue pushback. No de-icing.
Icing conditions, please stand by for engine release start until push completed and brakes set. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
All right, guys, they don't want us to start because they said there's icing conditions, but we're going to say that there isn't. And we communicate that with them. I'll go through the starting procedures for you. When the start valve is open, you should have over 25. You started off with like, oh, it's not the air. Air, there we go. How's that? You can see that it's start air pressure low. There's a reason, guys. Captain Marvel forgot to turn on the APU air. Yeah, there we go. APU air is coming on. You can see it's finally coming back up there. All right. Let's go ahead and close this. We'll try it again. All right. Now we're going. A little rusty. So we make sure we're above 25 there, and then we make sure we're above 15% here, and then bring up the number 3 fuel lever. A pretty deep push there, is it not? But I'm not doing it. I don't want to look at that. Start valve's closed. Start number 1. Check the air pressure. Now that we've done with flailing. Didn't really drop like it usually does. I'll have to write that up. We're above 15%.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
All right. Start number 2. Let's check this one. Air pressure dropped down on that one. Just didn't really drop down on number 1. Looking for 15%. Make sure you have an oil pressure rise, by the way.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
There it is. Above 15.
Left is clear.
There
Right
you go.
is clear.
All right, 45%. Start valve's closed. Go here, set the trim. 6.4. Guys out here, when he gives me the salute. I guess he did. I guess he did. The taxi light there. Clear left, clear right, flaps 15. Pull up the flight control page. Rudders. Ailerons and spoilers. Tire pressures are good, brake temps are good, stab trim is set. I'll be on takeoff. Put this young fellow over here on insufficient fuel. I don't think so. That's slightly concerning. Let me come in here. 50,000. And we were supposed to have 50,000, so we're good. Must be something in the box here. Let me see. H2. Oh, I see. Okay. My bad. Let me go back here. We have 2 TEDs in there, guys. Thank goodness they keep an eye out for us, right? All right, let's check it out. TED. After the ESCA, TED, we'll leave that in there for now. All right, good. All right, take a look around. I have no idea how we're going to get out of here, guys. So we're going to have to pretend this isn't happening. Sorry, little airplanes, we're riding right over you here. Alaska 65 heavy taxi.
Alaska 65, taxi runway 08, intersection Bravo, via Alpha taxiway.
Okay, taxi to runway 08, intersection Bravo via Alpha. Alaska 65 heavy. AP bleed's coming off. That'll just do a 1-minute cool down and shut down. All right, here we go. Brakes are off. Let's go run over a couple of little airplanes here. Get my engines up, engine page up here. I do apologize for the lack of immersion. That's coming because I have in here, I'm running FSTL. And they want us to use taxiway Alpha, intersection Bravo. Alpha is the outer, intersection Bravo is down at the end. So right-hand turn on Alpha. TFDi MD-11. Yeah, I've been part of the team since the beginning. I've kind of dropped off the face of the planet. I better go over here. Looks like there's some traffic. Just been kind of busy doing some other stuff. Seatbelt signs on, status page, we get all that. Hydraulic pumps off, engine ignitions on. All right, we're good. After start, everything looks good. There's Alpha right there. Yeah, so when you run this FSiPanel, it's very specific for a runway. It's very specific flight plan. If you deviate at all from that flight plan, you're not going to get the comms. So you can practice it until you get it exactly right, but you got to fly the exact flight plan, exactly the directions. If you make a mistake, they don't like it. Let me go down to the box real quick, get us going straight here. Make sure the point, the active waypoint is in here. Runway 8. Okay, so we get nav mode set, profile is armed, auto flight is armed. When it goes over 70%, it goes to takeoff clamp. When it goes over 70%, it'll start going. Make sure the crew knows we're ready for takeoff. Weights, winds, and temperatures check. Control panel, we're in nav, runway heading set, 1000 is set. Transition altitude is 18,000, and min sector around here is pretty high, down around 8,000. So important to adhere to the flight plan. Want to keep the turn pretty tight, airspeed low in the turn. ASOR 2 departure. ASOR 2, big right-hand turn to stay inside the mountains. And I don't see any notes. ADF required, all looking good.
Alaska 65, when ready, contact tower 108.7. Bye-bye.
18.7, see ya. Let me see here, 18.7. Tower Alaska 65 is ready for takeoff, runway 08.
Alaska 65, tower, good morning. Wind 110 at 13 knots, runway 08, cleared for takeoff. Approaching Barlow, contact center 133.9. Have a safe flight.
Clear for takeoff, runway 08, approaching Barlow 133.9, Alaska 65, heavy CL. All right, guys, that's pretty quickly after takeoff. Okay, lights are on, they're chimed, and strobes are on, and we're clear for takeoff. Looking good. Yeah, definitely want to keep the speed down for the turn here. All right, I'll get the power coming up. Nose gear is right where this speed tape is on the Boeings and on the McDonnell Douglas here. Airbus, I think it's actually in between the PFD and the ND. That's my observation. Not sure if it's true. All right, power, it looks like it came up evenly, going up above 70%. Looking for 97.3, thrust is set. 80, check. Airplane flies nice now, guys, really nice. B1. Rotate, nice and easy, 3 degrees per second, up to about 12 degrees initial pitch attitude. Eventually end up near 20. Buzzer rate, gear up. Okay, we're in nav, we're in profile. 1,500 foot power reduction. All right, here comes nav, and here comes 1,500 feet. Hey, it's not turning. Why isn't it turning here? Let me try auto flight. That's a little problem, guys. All right, flaps up. We might have an issue here with the my Boeing yoke. Maybe it's off the air. Let me see here. Let me reset it. I just did my flight control check, so I'm a little confused as to why slots retract. It's going to be a problem, isn't it? Definitely want to keep the speed back here. All right, let's go direct CDL. We're navving it. All right, we can go back to profile. A little bothered by that, guys. I'm gonna have to get the autopilot off here when we roll out. See if I have control of this airplane. Autopilot's off. Yeah, now it's working. That was weird. So what I did is I got off and I reset my yoke, and now it appears to be working. It's a little confusing because the it was working on the flight control check. Oh, that's good. I'll turn the autopilot back on. Good enough. Don't know what happened there. I haven't flown for a couple of weeks, so it's been sitting down here, so I probably should have shut my computer down and restarted it. All right, after takeoff climb check. Got to get the auto brakes off. Disarm the spoilers. Flaps at 50. Looks good. After takeoff check complete. Up, and we need. What do we forget to do, guys? We need to go to a departure, approaching the fix, and there it is. Alaska 65 Heavy is out of 10,000 for 11,000. Azir's Barlow. Barlow, right? And departure Alaska 65 Heavy is out of 10,000 for 11,000. Departure Alaska 65 Heavy. Did I kick this off the air, mate? Let me see. Departure Alaska 65 Heavy is leveled at 11,000. Let me check my setup.
Alaska 65 Center, good morning. Squawk ident and stand by for radar contact.
Okay, squawk ident. I don't know what's going on with that, guys.
Alaska 65 Center, good morning. Squawk ident and stand by for radar contact.
Alaska 65 Heavy, we're squawking ident, and we'll stand by for radar contact. Let me go back to radio here. Chase plane.
Alaska 65, thank you. Radar contact. Plan and maintain 16,000 feet.
16,000 feet, Alaska 65 Heavy. 16,000. 16,000 set. Climb power's coming in, look good. I don't care who you are. Come on. It's awesome. You know, guys, I think I know what happened. I run my chase plane off the screen so I can do things like this. And you've got to click back into the screen. I'm just rusty. And that's what happened. My flight controls weren't active, so it had nothing to do with TFDi. It was on my manipulation of the chase plane. So like if I do something over here, you know, I have to come back in here.
Flight level 260.
Climb flight level 260, last 65. So that's just a little bit rusty. Flight level 260, set there, and set there. I'm looking for transition at 18.
Alaska 65, fly heading 260 and contact center 133.2. Have a safe flight.
Heading 260, center 32.2 for Alaska 65. Thank you. All right, 260 in the heading. And heading select 260. And Alaska 65 heading 260 out of 180 for flight level 260. Altimeter.
Alaska 65 center, hello, you identify. Climb flight level 3, Enroute 300 and continue on the heading. Expect a new routine shortly due to military activity.
Climb to flight level 300, continue on the 260 heading, and we'll expect new routing. Alaska 65 heading. All right, guys, so we're climbing to 300. We are in heading and still in profile on the climb. We'll expect a new route. See what they give us. Yeah, when I wrote down these directions when I came in here, and on here it says Panco 1 arrival. I think they got rid of that into Anchorage, so there might be a problem. I know when I flew the Airbus, I'm not really sure. Our flight plan said I'm at for the Star. I'm hoping that that's not the case. Is Anchorage, Star? See how there's no Panco? I don't know where Panco is, so it might cause a little problem if he clears us on the Panco. Might have to do a different arrival, and in which case the comms won't work, so we might have to go over to, like, say beyond ATC or say intentions to get ATC from there on. We'll see. Looking good. I guess we can get the lights off. We're above 18 now. Yeah, you got to remember to click back into the panel if you're using chase plane off screen like that. So when I come back in, I have to click back into the panel like that, and then everything will work.
Alaska 65 on this airing, intercept airway Juliet 501 to Yakutat VOR.
On this heading, intercept Juliet 501 to Yakutat VOR, radio 190 inbound, 119 inbound, Alaska 65 heavy. All right, Yakutat.
Alaska 65, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Alaska 65. 119. I don't think that's going to be right. I've got to do a receptacle there. .340. Let me go in here. See if we can figure this out, guys. Star. Let's see if any of these arrivals have Yakutat on them. Yakutat 541. .501 radio. This is the 119. So that's reciprocal is 299. Okay. Let me go into here. What we really need to do now, so we don't overshoot it, is go VOR, nav, Yakutuk, /299. There it is. Not ideal. We'll intercept it manually, then we'll get it set up. We'll see what arrival they have us do off there. And once we get established on this course, we'll go direct Yakutuk. Right now, we're 49 miles from Yakutuk. Not a real good pitch there right now. CDU message. We're not worried about that right now, guys. Let me get going direct. So I'm navigating first here, aviating. Now, if I didn't intercept this course, FSiPanel would not work. You've got to be on the course. We really don't have a clearance after Yakutuk. The winds are a left-hand crosswind of about 17 knots, so a little bit of left crab on that. There's 33 for 34. It's coming along nicely. I'll go direct in a second once we're on there. Right now we're on the pretty close to the 119. So why don't we come in here, roll out, go direct to Yakutuk. Get ready. I want to make sure I get as close as possible. Here, nav. All right, now after Yakutuk, what does he want us to do? He really didn't give us a clearance, did he? This is 501 here. We're coming in on it. After Yakutuk, I don't know what he's going to give us there. Is there an arrival off of Yakutuk? Yeska, maybe Yeska. Let's put that in here. And then Ted, that'll get us on close to our original routing. So there's our course, looking pretty good. Here's 501, Yakutuk. It's pretty close to our original routing there. I'm looking for one that has Yakutuk on it, guys. Nope. Those are all out to the east. Yeah, so we're way over here. There's really not a SID over there, is there? A star, rather. Looking for one that could possibly be it. Nope. So we'll have to see what he wants to do. All right. Hopefully he gives us vectors after we get to Yakutuk. Because right now, we're only 4 miles from there.
Alaska 65, after Yakutat, VOR, continue on airway Juliet 501 to Anchorage, VOR.
Okay, after Yakutuk, direct to keep on 501 to the Anchorage VOR. What is Anchorage VOR, guys? Ted, what a mind, what a mind. Yeah, a little challenging. There it is. All right, we can go back to map here. Just in the nick of time, right? We're nabbing it. We're taking J501 all the way in. Man, that was challenging. Since I haven't flown for a while, especially. We're a nav run profile. Let's check our ATIS.
Landing runway 07 right. Expect of Zulu approach. ILS 07 right unserviceable. Taxiway Delta closed. Vacate runway 07 right via Charlie. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor.
Victor.
This is Anchorage Airport information Victor. Wind 120, 14 knots. Visibility 10. Cloud view 5,000 feet. View 8,000 feet. Temperature 4 dew point -1. Altimeter 2961. Departing runway 07 left. Landing runway 07 right. Expect of Zulu approach. ILS 07 right unserviceable. Taxiway Delta closed. Vacate runway 07 right via Charlie. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor.
All right, we go back down here and get ILS 7 right set.
This is Anchorage Airport information Victor. Wind 120.
All right, 07 right. Transition. ILS Zulu. Elias will be fine. Oh, man. All right. 501. If we don't have it right, it's not going to work. Let's go down here and figure out how far we are. $326 miles to go. Let it go back to automatic. Should be Katak, guys. Katak Castle is 501. That Castle Joe. Castle Joe. Let me see here as we flail along nicely. Castle Joe. Woody. All right. Well, this is humbling. We will, and let me see the ILS, the 7 right. Elias, Weewo. Elias and Weewo. Woo! Ted, I wonder if there's a transition off of Elias, off Ted. No, there isn't. Well, that wasn't pretty, was it? Let me look at the RNAV just to... All right, it says taxiway Delta is closed. Let me do a briefing here. We're going to be landing on 7 right. So we get off at Charlie, and they say we're supposed to go to Charlie 4. Charlie 4. Charlie 4. Charlie 4. In there. So we'll clear it. Delta is closed. We'll clear it Charlie all the way around like that. So it's not a, there isn't a star here. We'll be getting radar vectors, I guess. Let's see, let's get a distance from the field. 271 miles. Got a long way to descent. Aux pump should have gone off automatically. Don't know why it didn't. Making sure it's not a manual here. Not bothering with the seatbelt sign today. Let's get our min set. Said something about the NOTAMs. The ILS is off the air. I don't know if they're going to give us an RNAV. Probably RNAV 07. Let's set up for that. I mean, if the ILS is off the air, I would guess we're going to get an RNAV Zulu. That's what it is. RNP 562. RNAV Yankee.
Alaska 65, contact center 119.3. Bye-bye.
19.3, bye-bye. Alaska 65 heavy. And 561, is that what it was? 562. In Alaska 65 heavy at flight level 340.
Alaska 65, center hello, you are identified. Continue as cleared and expect RNAV Zulu 07 right via Hopper.
Okay, we'll expect the RNAV Zulu 07 right via Hopper and continue as cleared. Alaska 65 heavy. All right, Hopper. All right, RNAV Zulu, 0 section right, 562. This approaches. Insert, Hopper, insert, Ted, Hopper. All right, so after we can clear out these, I know guys, not ideal. All right, Ted, Hopper, Weasel, here we go. Ted. Coming up over Ted. And Hopper. Hopper. Hopper's out here. Hopper. Yeah, there's Ted. And somehow we got to get over to Hopper on the arrival. That's not a transition. So right now we don't have radar vectors. We're coming up here, so I would expect we're going to be cleared direct to Hopper soon. Or are we on here? is Hopper at 8. Hopper at 8, Weasel, Nerd, Scenics at 230. Hopper at 8. Weasel, Nerd, Scenics at 230 and 4,000. 230, 4,000. Then Tully for the arrival. Tully for the arrival. Looks good. And after landing, let's get some data. All right. Flaps 50. Landing weight. I would call it 460. Stopping distance available, 10,000. Landing distance, estimated landing distance, oh, that's 460 pounds. There we go. Plenty of runway, 5,400. All right, we could get our chart set up if we wanted. Approach. That's RNAV Z Yankee. Let's go. Yeah, I don't see an RNAV Zulu, do you? Here it is. All right, very cool. Coming up over Hopper. We got that all set up. Minimums are set. And we'll see how it goes. Kind of a long flight, actually. Yeah. All right, so we were planning on runway 26 back at Juneau. We got runway 08. Planning on the ILS to 7. We've got the RNAV Zulu to runway 7 right because the ILS is off the air. There's no star. We checked and double checked any stars we can anticipate coming from that way. We got a reroute coming in, heading to intercept jet route 501, fly 501 all the way into the Anchorage, which is the Tango Echo Delta TED VOR. And then they told us to expect the Hopper transition, and we're coming in from the southeast. So we would anticipate getting some sort of vector here as we approach to Hopper, since we're down here coming in towards TED there. Let me see here. There we are on 501 right now, as you can see. But Hopper's over here. So we'll expect the vector here towards Hopper, which is a looping around for 7 right. Like that, good landing distance and good weather. You can see the weather here is 170 at 5, so it's actually pretty similar to what we expected. Few at 3,000, few at 8,000. And the FSiPanel weather that they anticipated, yeah, it's actually pretty close to what JP had anticipated. Difference might be the altimeter, 2962, and this is 3004. Flyby. you're still with me, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Yeah, if I did this as a stream, it'd be pretty valuable. We could talk, I could answer questions. But as a just a video, it's going to be, 2 hours and something. A little bit on the long side, I am aware of that. Right now we're an hour 20. Might be a 2-hour video, but I'm back in it anyway. Back in it. Bouncing around a little, huh? Beautiful airplane. Getting a little chirpy there. Top of descent's already showing. I would guess, I would want to start down. If we were going to straight in at 120 something miles, and we're way out here at 173. This is showing it's starting down to 100 miles. That's because we're going to the other side of the field. Because our actual distance is 205. So 205 minus 90 or so, 130, 110. Yeah, that's about right. So 3 times our altitude to lose 112. So that makes sense. Looks like we got our boxes set well. What is our landing fuel planned on? 28.2. And we were planning on, oh, sorry you had to see that, guys. Enroute burn block fuel around 27, 26 something. So it's pretty close. 28, look good. Let's fly our drone around a little bit. Go inside to take a look at the cargo today. Here we go. Drone's a little messed up here. I can't get those minutes of your life back, guys. Make it up to you now. Our 80 miles, we're doing 8 miles a minute, which is Mach 8.0, right? So Mach 8.1, a little over 8 miles a minute, so that's 10 minutes to our top of descent. Yeah, you'll know if you're doing it right because as JP reroutes you, if you're not on course, he does it by position. So if you're not on course, you're not going to get it. You're going to lose ATC. So a lot of times you say, hey, it stopped communicating with me. Well, did it? Because the program malfunction or you were off course. I would venture to say normally it's the latter.
Alaska 65, fly direct hopper.
Direct hopper, Alaska 65. There it is, guys. I gotta make sure. Direct hopper. Had to make sure. Direct hopper. That looks good. Execute. And there we go. Now we're gonna fly it. We're coming in nicely. I can unpin the ILS. Up over Hopper. How far are we from Hopper? We need to be there at 8. We're at 34. Well, our distance right now, we need to be there at 8 from Hopper. Should be right here, right? 136 miles. Need to be there at 8. That's 26,000 to lose. Times 3 and slow down. 872, 82 miles. So we'll start down in about 50 miles. What is the box saying? It is saying starting down a little over, yeah, about 45 miles. That's right. That means we're set up properly. Can check our descent plan here. Econ cruise. Transition to 330. Pretty fast descent. Good to be back, man. Good to be back. Hope you guys are doing okay. You can join our Discord. Let me show you what that MD-11 stuff is. Let's start down about 4 minutes. I'll leave the link for Discord in the below. You have to accept the terms. You'll end up on this website right here. Father Time server, general chat. Knock yourself out and have a good time there. Here's MD-11 manuals. Everything here, including like the GPWS test. There it is. I didn't show you that one in the beginning. Everything for the GPWS. Right up here. Anything you ever want to know. It actually, everything works too. All right, we're getting ready to start down, pretty close. That's 80-mile scale. So we're about 30 miles from top of descent. Yeah, we're 17 after 5 minutes.
Alaska 65, when ready, descend flight level 220.
Okay, when ready, flight level 220, Alaska 65. All right, he said when ready, so I don't really have to do much. Let me just put in 220. Is profiled to 220, so I'm not gonna start down right away. I could. I don't think the descent works yet. Yeah, been a while since I flew this, guys, so. It's great. Airplane's great. How do you know? Here's a question for you. How do you know if you're in a GE engines or Pratt & Whitney? EBR, there'd be EBR if you're in the Pratt & Whitney, so we're in GEs. I don't think I mentioned that. We'll just let it hit the top of descent. In the real aircraft, you start getting an advisement of a profile will start showing up here. But in this one, it's just as you hit it, it comes up and it starts down. But as long as you're in magenta, we're in profile, it should start down when it hits the glide path, the descent path. I just can't get enough of this stuff, you know? Love it. There we are, about 1 minute away. We're 9 miles, doing 8 miles a minute. And we'll see it start down nicely. And technically, we're required to call out when we're leaving the altitude. FSiPanel doesn't really acknowledge that. Like I said, there's been times I said, hey, it stopped working. But what happened was I missed the clearance or I did it improperly. That's why when we did that Jet 501 intercept, which I wasn't expecting, I forgot about that. I did it on the Airbus, but it caught me by surprise. I was kind of questioning, am I on the exact right course? But as it turns out, after flailing, I was. Hey, here's somebody outside here. Let's go look outside. There they are. Cool. Hey, Quebec, where are you going? Come back here. Okay, we should be starting down here shortly. There it is. And there it is. Alaska 65 Heavy's out of 340 for flight level 220. It wants a little drag. I got some speed brakes out here. Oh, now it's coming up, so I can bring them back up. We'll see how it does. Might be a little slick in the descent. It still wants me to add a little drag. I kind of look at the throttles. If they're not at idle, I don't need any drag. If they're at idle and where speeds increase, and we do. See if the ATIS changed. Listen to that.
61, departing runway 07 left, landing runway 07 right, expectorant of Zulu approach, ILS 07 right unserviceable, taxiway Delta closed, vacate runway 07 right via Charlie, advise on initial contact you have information Victor.
All right, information Victor still, and that's what they said. It's the RNAV Zulu. And Delta's closed, as we mentioned. So we got to clear down at Charlie, which is right at the end. Hold short of the inboard, then a left-hand turn looking for Charlie 4 is what we were told to expect via the lesson plan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was on the lesson plan. Kilo Echo, Echo 1. Cheating. Kilo Echo, Echo 1. Echo 1. Kilo, Echo, Echo 1. Charlie 4. Okay. We shall see. Now, I do have that FS LTL operating, so it might be a little messed up. There might be aircraft at our gate. We'll figure that out. It's fun to keep it going, though. It gives you a little more aircraft moving around you. It's fun, like that traffic and other things.
Alaska 65, descent flight level 190 and contact approach 118.6. Have a safe landing.
Okay, Alaska 65 Heavy, descend 190 and contact approach on 18.6. Yeah. 18.6. Anchorage approach, Alaska 65 Heavy, information Victor, and we're passing 230 for flight level 190.
Alaska 65, approach hello, you're identified. Descend 2,000 feet, altimeter 2961.
2,000 feet, 2961, Alaska 65 Heavy. All right, we've got a ways to go before that. While I'm thinking of it, I'll throw the lights on. One less thing to forget since I'm operating single pilot. I know that's weak. I know, guys. All right, I think we did everything. It's pretty long profile. Sometimes JP's profiles are like a 35, 40-minute flight, especially if you lose an engine. Some of his profiles lose engines, divert, holding, all sorts of things. A lot of runway changes, go-rounds, all the scenarios. Great practice, and you just keep practicing. If you do a really good job, something I should point out, let me see here. If you do a really good job, and see this YouTube tutorial that you could get, he'll post it as a tutorial on it if he thinks it's good enough. So you can let him know, hey, I did this. And if you're running a YouTube channel like I am, that's sometimes good publicity, kind of fun. There is a landing grade on this also. I can't say enough about this app. It's terrific. All right, coming up on 18, I do believe. All right, altimeters. 2962 looks good. 562 is the minimums. I should have set that. .562 set. Altimeters are set. 2962, 2962, and 2962 over there. Descent checks complete. I'm going to set the auto brakes up for medium. I'll hold off on setting the spoilers just yet. Probably going to need them. All right, looking to cross Hopper at 8. So we got 26 miles to lose 7,000 feet, 3 times our altitude, plus we're going to slow down to 250, so that's about right. It is beautiful, beautiful landscape, topography.
Alaska 65, descend 8,000 feet.
8,000 feet, Alaska 65. 8,000 set. 8,000. Gonna let it do its thing. See if it slows down, makes all these altitude restrictions. We are just descending right at the barber pole, aren't we? We call that the barber pole. There we go. Starting to slow. Let's help it out a little. put a little speed brake out. Didn't ask me to, but just feel like it's going to need it here. When he clears us for the approach, we can set this all the way down to 562 or thereabouts. Now we chime them. Sterile cockpit begins. Speed brake's coming up. Probably won't need it anymore, so I'll arm it. I do believe we have a 230 restriction. Yeah, it's Cenex 230. It's coming up on Hopper now. I'm going to go slats extend below 280. Just to give ourselves a little, we have plenty of fuel. A little more margin for making the altitudes and airspeeds. Good to be back flying again. Even if it is in the sim. Oh, there it is, 10 and 250. Going down the Hopper at 8, at or above 8. It's doing a nice job, TFDi.
Alaska 65, cleared RNAV Zulu 07 right.
Alaska 65, cleared the RNAV Zulu 07 right. All right, let's set the altitudes down to minimums. .562 set. How's that? Should do its thing, baby. Let me see if it looks nice. Looks so nice. Here it is. We didn't even talk about the mist. If we have to go mist approach, I hope not. I don't feel like doing it. It's flaps 28. Positive rate gear up. Set mist approach altitude. Mist approach altitude is as filed, as cleared. Mist approach 3,000. 3,000. And what we're going to do on the missed approach is go over to JUKIP and hold. There's 8,000. Doing a nice job. We got a profile and nav. So much fun. There we go. Starting down on the approach out of Hopper at 8. I'm going to control the airspeed manually, guys. Because I really don't want to be fast in the turn here. And we have to be at 230 here anyway. All right, speed below 255, flaps 5. Uh, 19 miles to go. Says it's a little high, but we're good. All right, Cenex at max 230, so we can slow it down a little more. Definitely don't want to be fast on this one.
Alaska 65, contact tower 108.3. Bye-bye.
18.3, Alaska 65. Alaska 65, passing 5,000 for the RNAV Zulu, 7 right.
Alaska 65 Tower, very good morning. Continue approach and runway inspection is in progress, so expect late landing clearance.
Continue approach, Alaska 65. All right, so runway inspection, so let's get it slowed down. Let's go gear down. We'll give them more time to do it, right? No sense hustling here. Flaps 28. Yeah, you know, you don't want to come burning in. If they're doing a runway inspection, we'll give them a little extra time. $158. We'll do a 160 on final when we get there. Flaps 50, 4 landing checklist, green box. Got medium on the brakes. Spoilers are on, 4 landing checks complete, lights are on. Here we come. All right, when we turn here, we're supposed to be Tully at 1600. Showing is a little high here, guys. A little bit high. We'll see how we look when we roll out on final. And Tully above 1600, we're looking like we're coming in nicely on that. If we're high, it's not going to be by much at all. Got to look at it, see it. Very cool. Here comes the beautiful glide path. Coming up nicely. Here comes a turn. TFDi, nice job, guys. Looks like it's pulling it up. Beautiful. I love it. Remember, I'm supposed to be quality assurance testing this thing too. Get our panels set up in case we got to go around. All right, here we go. Autopilot's coming off. 7 right in sight. Hey, 7 right in sight, nice.
Alaska 65, go round, SC again, go round, standard missed approach to JUCAP, claim and maintain 3,000 feet.
I maintain 3,000, standard missed approach, going around, Alaska 65. Going around, guys, Toga, flaps 28, positive rate gear up, set missed approach altitude. Wasn't expecting that. Set speed. Alrighty. Standard missed approach. Flaps R28. We can go accelerate a little more. Let's bring the speed all the way up to 250. Said standard missed approach, but really we can go nav. All right, gears up, flaps up.
Alaska 65, sorry about that. Contact reader 1 and 8.6, and I see you in a while.
18.6, see ya. Here's 3,000 guys. Leveling nicely. Autoflight's on, autopilot's on. I wasn't expecting that. And Alaska 65 flying the standard missed approach, and we are level at 3,000.
Alaska 65, approach Larry Gain, continue to JUCAP and hold. Expect a short delay.
JUCAP and hold, we'll expect a short delay for Alaska 65. All right, JUCAP and hold, guys. We'll slow down the holding airspeed in a while. All right, we're cleaned up after takeoff climb checklist. It wasn't expecting that, so we're going around, flaps 28, positive rate gear up, sets missed approach altitude, we did all that. Disarm, flaps 15, looks good. All right, we're gonna hold the JUCAP. Let's make sure we got enough gas here, first thing, right? Because our alternate, I think it's to go all the way back to Juneau, if I'm not mistaken. Reserve plus alternate is around 20.2, and we have
Alaska
25, so we hold.
Was published and expect Victors to Tulai for the AirNav Zulu 07 right.
Okay, we'll hold this published. We'll expect vectors to Chile for the RNAV 07 right. All right, no problem. All right, so we're going to go and hold. Let me check this up here. 07 right. Here we are on the missed approach. We're going to JUCAP. It'll be a direct entry, right-hand turn. We'll hold max speed 210. We can leave it clean for a while. Got a ways to go to JUCAP. Burn a little less fuel. All right, gears up, flaps up, and we'll get the box set. Let's do it. Flight plan. JUCAP hold. Star. RNAV. We get the RNAV 7 Zulu. 562 again. Did a nice job, didn't it? Insert it. And that's good enough. We'll say that the expected vectors, the Tully. Okay, no problem. Which is the FAF. So we'll enter the hold. We'll expect radar vectors to Tully. No problem. We just want to be set down. Oh, I got to go. That was a bad one. Direct. JUCAP. Yeah, then we'll figure this out. That was a boo-boo. There we go. All right, we'll get down to holding airspeed here. Slots extend. $3,000 JUCAP. All right, that's better. Let's check out this box again here. Now, it's going to let me do this. Nope. I think I just got to wait. It's not actually accurate, guys. I got to wait till we're cleared to do it. And then I'll put it in. RNAV 562. 562 is set. Approach speed. Landing data is good. Flaps 50. All's good. No need to do data again. Entering the hold. That is fun. Now I can see what's a little challenging. And Alaska 65 entering the hold at UCAP. Required to recall entering the hold. And we can burn all the way down to 20.4 for our divert fuel. Alternates FAI. So cool.
Alaska 65, descend and maintain 2,000 feet, altimeter 2961, and expect vectors shortly.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, 2961. We'll expect vectors shortly. Alaska 65 heavy. All right, 210, 2,000. Here we go. And when they clear us, we're going to go direct to Tully, and that'll be 1,600. We'll have to put the approach in. I'm not going to do it right now. For whatever I'm doing wrong, I'm doing something wrong. Want to keep make sure that I'm not going to get behind though. Tully, yeah, let's get back to 180 in case we get real tight vectors here. Ups 28. We can get gear down. Let's get ourselves configured. I wish she had turned me now. I thought he was going to turn me real quick. Yeah, well, best laid plans, right, guys? Maybe he's going to spin us around to the right. We got about another 2,000 pounds that we can hold. So if they send us around again, we'll just go to FAI.
Alaska 65, turn right heading 350.
Right heading 350, Alaska 65. All right, let's get ourselves set up here. Now we can set the approach. Just do all this, guys.
Alaska 65, descend 1,600 feet and reduce speed 180 knots or less.
1,600 feet and 180 or less, Alaska 65. Yeah. 180, we're already there. Okay, let's do this, guys. Airplane didn't work like this. Oh, it's so much fun. Now let's take a look out here, guys. There's Tully.
Alaska 65, turn right heading 040 and you're cleared Airnav Zulu 07 right.
Right heading 040, clear the RNAV Zulu 07 right, Alaska 65. Well, it's essentially direct Tully, guys. So I'm just going to head over to Tully. See if I can get this to work here.
Alaska 65, contact tower 108.3, have a safe landing this time.
18.3, see you later, Alaska 65. Tower Alaska 6-5 on final for 7 right.
Alaska 6-5, tower hello again. Wind 120, 12 knots, runway 07 right, you're cleared to land. And please vacate the runway at the end on taxiway Charlie.
Vacate at the end, taxiway Charlie, clear to land 7 right for Alaska 65 heavy. All right, flaps 50, for landing checklist. Spoilers arm, brakes are armed. Checklist complete. Yeah, it's funky, guys. I know. I know. Got Tullys all over the place, don't I? Tully everywhere. All right. We'll hand fly it in from Tully. 1600. I'm going to go flight director off, runway in sight, autopilot's off. Left hand turn all the way at the end, hold short of the inboard. All right, there's Tully. Started on down, 7 right. See if I can pick up the Vazzies here. Just do 700 feet per minute or so. Let's get a nice landing. FSiPanel will grade you on the landing too, so we'll try to get a nice grade on it. I turned the flight director off just because it wasn't giving me good information. So the box when I couldn't get a program. Might be getting a little low. Hopefully I'll pick up the Vazzies here shortly. Yeah, there we go, red over white. Using the power of super thing. Get my co-pilots to look out there for me. Little low correcting. Runway in sight landing. Definitely a little low. There's red over white. We're all right. Nose down again. Landing. 500 on speed. Sinking 900. Little high, white over white. It's all right though. The 10,000 foot runway. Not my smoothest touchdown, I can admit that. 3 in reverse. Coming out of reverse, all the way to the end. We usually don't touch the flaps until we're clear of the runway. Taxi all the way down. Let's go to the overhead. Usually shouldn't do any non-essential things when you're on the runway, but we're doing them. Flap sub, spoilers up, yep. All right, my self-critique there. Well, going back to landing was a little firm, but on center line in the touchdown zone. So I'll take it. I don't think JP is going to like it. We'll get our training here report when we get in. But he'll like that I was on center line and not long. He'll like that a lot. Landing was probably 300 feet per minute, a little quite firm, so that won't be good. But we came in, we did the RNAV to a go around. Tower sent us around. It did. TFDi MD-11 did a great job. No problem at all with the flying the RNAV approach on the first time. Coming back in the second time, I could not get it to program the RNAV. I've had that problem before. I even tried changing it from anchorage to anchorage and putting it in. Maybe I should have done it off 1L instead of coming to the arrival field, maybe. But anyway, I had too many tullies in there, so we kind of just did it off the map. We were going direct tully and kind of flew in, got a little low on final, picked up the Bazzies. Naturally, we would have had to, if it was IMC conditions, under those conditions, we didn't have tully as an active waypoint. We wouldn't have been legal to do what we did. Okay, clear it right here at Charlie. Delta is closed and hold short of the inboard. Very cool. It's a cool profile. Challenging. Got a runway change coming out, runway change coming in, approach change coming in, go around, vectors, everything. Holding.
Alaska 65, kiss 07 left on Charlie, turn left on Kilo, and contact ground 1 to 1.9. Bye-bye.
Okay, cross 7 left on Charlie, left on Kilo, ground 21.9. Bye-bye. Thanks for your help. Alaska 65 heavy. $21.9. I don't know. Roger. 21.9. Cross 7 left on Charlie. Contact ground on Kilo. Alaska 65 heavy. What happened, guys? I put the. I hadn't clicked back on the screen after doing those visuals. So, again. And ground. Alaska 65 heavy is crossing 7 left on Charlie, going left on Kilo for Charlie 4.
Scar 65, a grand good morning. Welcome to Encourage. Your gate is Charlie 4, and you can continue taxi via Kilo, Echo, and then please use taxi lane Echo 1. I wish you a nice day.
Okay, Charlie 4, Kilo, Echo, taxiway Echo 1. Thanks a lot for Alaska 65. All right, as briefed. Taxiing nicely. All the way around to Kilo on backside. We can probably see if GSX will, Charlie 4. I don't know about that. All right, there it is. Oh, know what happened, guys? It when I clicked into chase plane, it came out. So don't do that. Again, my controls didn't work when I came out of chase plane. So get to do another mess up there.
Hi guys, JP. Welcome to Anchorage. I hope you like these short Alaska flights with some nice AirNav approaches and a go around as well. And I hope to see you soon for a next scenario. Thank you. Have a safe day.
Thanks, JP. You too. Sorry about the taxi. Hopefully we get a landing report when we shut down. All right. Here we go. Echo. And then Echo 1. Yeah, Got to remember to click back on the screen when you use that chase plane. It's not a problem if you keep chase plane on your screen, but I like to put it off for my demonstrations. Here it is. Echo 1. On in. Nobody's at our gate. That's good. Up, get out of here, you crazy guy. Get out of here, you nut. All right, overhead. I'm supposed to have my boot on because I have torn Achilles. My wife came down here. I'm going to have to pay for that one. She's not happy with me for doing the sim without my boot on. I get in so much trouble. She's right, though. She's right. Charlie 4 looks good. Yeah, we even got a marshaller. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, that's cool. I don't know if I've ever had this before. It's challenging. Okay, brakes apart. Seatbelt sign is off. APU is running. And chop them. Go back to the overhead. Turn on the APU air. Bleed is on. Windshield's off. RUs are off. This is all good. Come over here. Let's get the deplaning here.
Boarding requested.
See if we got a landing report. Might not have. Maybe I have to do the whole thing. Okay, let's go in here. EFB. Services. GPU connect. Wheel chucks connect. With that, we can turn off the brakes.
Crew to boarding starting.
Okay, this. Back to the overhead. Beacon's off. Nav is off. Got all this going. Turn the lighting down. Lighting here down. Radio. Take it all the way down here for you. Okay, and let's go outside. All right, guys, that's it. Great profile, a lot of fun. Not perfect, didn't fly perfect, but who does? One-man crew doing this stuff, a lot of fun. JP, thank you so much. I didn't get a landing grade. I don't know why. Something I probably did wrong. Usually it is something I did wrong. The rust is coming off. I'm back in it. Thank you, FSiPanel. Thank you, TFDi Design. I'm a wonderful TFDi Design MD-11. This is Father Time Out. Please subscribe and join the Discord. Do appreciate you guys a lot. Okay. Father Time's out from Anchorage, Alaska.